Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You've seen it on your screen work. Embrace technology. If you are in a particular industry or in a particular space, try and see what technologies are available to your business and what technology can make your business faster and better. I recently learned of a technology that right now you don't need to type a already printed document. You can scan it with your phone and edit it. That's technology. It saves time, and the time that the technology saves can be used to research, learn more, and be better. And it can also use to rest. It can also be used to rest rather than spending hours at your job. And technology can help you to get that same amount of productivity. Why not embrace technology and get that same amount of productivity and also rest and just take on supervising, right? And also technology can also help in terms of businesses. A lot of businesses have buildings that they are just too excessive. Let's look at banks. Sometimes if you look at some banks have like 3 to 5 branches in a particular location, and you're wondering that because the cost of staffing, the cost of maintenance, the cost of power, especially if you're in Nigeria, it's a lot. And some banks have proven to us that you don't need a physical building to operate a bank, right? And you might even just necessarily just need one or just like one in every state, but some banks have a lot in the streets. And the cost of running that, I understand that if you put all this into account, people might lose job. But also it's best just that's something to consider. People, you're trying to get people jobs, that's good, but it's also best to be productive. Try to be productive with as much of technology you can enhance and work with. I'm talking about technology, right? Pay for technology. Technology can be expensive. Look at some AI websites right now. You're asking for some certain dollars, right? It's expensive, but as a company, as an individual, if it's important for your work, if it can hate your work, pay for it. Take out a certain part of the income to pay for it. Why? Because it will save cost. It will save cost. Said it will save cost, and it will reduce a lot of human labor. And that's something to consider. People might be out of job if they don't upscale and learn more about what they do, so they can learn to make use of these AIs and do their job better. Why? That's something to consider. That's painful, right? But it's also important to reduce cost of production and increase productivity. Right? Saves time, and the time that is saved can be used to rest. And more, if you rest, you have more strength to perform more work. Do you get that? It's important, very important. So embrace technology. I've seen people that just come and say, "Oh, AI is bad." Even I understand schools in terms of checking out the use of AI and everything. And there's also a group of people that say this, that say, "Oh, you have to put in the right command to get the right result from technology or from AI," right? So you also have to applaud the person for putting the right command that got them that certain result, because it's not something that can be gotten generally. Why? So the whole point of my discussion is this: embrace AI, because embrace technology while it's still early, while it just first came to the market. It can help you early enough. Because at the end of the day, I see that most people they embrace technology, right, but so late, and they can't really maximize what the technology has to offer. And at the point where which they embrace it, more technologies are out there, and the cost and everything is already on top of each other, right? For example, now if you need to update your system, I think you have to update the past updates to update the new updates, right? So you need to embrace the updates early enough. Embrace technology; it's a very important thing, right? For example, now some jobs are having they're working remotely, and Apple has Vision Pro. It can make your work meetings very sweet and engaging, right? And some other companies have some very good workspace that can make your remote work very sweet and enjoyable and comfortable, just as if you're in the office space. For example, I said before, the cost of running a building, power, diesel. If you're in a country like Nigeria, the cost of power, the cost of everything, cost of maintenance. And I mentioned earlier that some banks have like 3 branches in the streets. It's the thing. Embrace technology, something that can make your work easier. And with that, a lot of pollution will reduce. I mean, if you reduce the less industrial buildings or office space buildings, it will reduce. It will reduce. I recently learned a word called gig. Right? I know the word I've been using it, right? But I didn't know it was an English word. Gig, it's more or less like a short-term job, more flexible and short-term. And there's a difference between gig and job. A job is long-term. A job is scheduled, while gig is short-term and flexible. If you're in the creative space, you understand gigs, right? I just have to say that. I want to talk about upscaling and learning more about what you do. At what you do at your work, at your career, it's important that you learn more, and it's not about promotion. It can work at the end of the day for promotion and have you, but it's important to learn more about what you do. In terms of if you take out your personal time, I know companies also do staff training, probably at the beginning of the year or whatever time that's good for them. They do staff training. It's important for you personally to learn more about your job, learn more about what you do. You can even pitch to your company about how to improve what you do. This if you if you don't want to pitch it or if you know how to do what's been pitched, you get to keep your job, right? Well, and also if what you do is not going to be visible in the next few months or few years, you can know beforehand, and you can start working on what to do or what next. For people that are afraid that AI will take their jobs, if you upscale and learn more about what you do, you find better ways to do what you do that AI can't do, and you will find better ways to just you find something doing, right, and something that you can put on the table, and you can be employed for. Better to upscale, learn more about you to do. There's always something, it's always revolving, where life is always revolving. There's always something new coming out each day or each month or each year about what you do, and it's best you keep yourself abreast with that. I hope this video has been impactful and has helped you and has better improved or informed your work life and your work ethic. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.